Guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a video up my sleeve that will help a lot of you out. I'm going to be talking about how to prevent as well as correct foundation oxidization. Now, foundation oxidization is very common. As a matter of fact, Newton's fourth law was all of the foundations will oxidize because they come in contact with oxygen, so they will oxidize. Just the degree of oxidization depends and differs, and also the fact what your skin type is. Generally, going by the general norm, oilier skin types tend to feel and have more foundation oxidization than the drier skin type because of your natural oils reacting with your foundations. So I have some tips and tricks up my sleeve in this video that will help you guys out in reducing as well as delaying the oxidization process. But before we get into the video, I would highly suggest that you guys buy a foundation after going to a store and trying it out. I've said this a million times, but I will say it again. Whenever you want to buy a foundation, if you have access to the store, what you can do is go there in the morning to a mall, or maybe your nook or auntie or whoever has that foundation. Just go there with a bare face, apply the foundation, roam around for a while and see how that foundation looks on your skin after a while. If it oxidizes way too much, then don't pick it up. Pick up a foundation that oxidizes just a teensy bit so that you can work around with it, because all foundations, as I said, will oxidize. But if you already have a foundation that oxidizes really badly on your skin, I have some tips and tricks coming up next that will help you in just preventing and correcting that. So let's go. The first step is going to be a moisturizer. It doesn't matter what your skin type is. Find a moisturizer that works for your skin and use it without any excuse. The one that I'm going to be using today is going to be Belif True Cream, a moisturizing balm. Truly a bomb. Costs a bomb as well, but is a bomb product. Has been working so well for my dry skin. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit more because my skin is feeling extra dry today. I don't know how it can go more dry than Sahara Desert, but it's just doing that to me. And I'm just going to warm it up between my fingers, and I'm going to start working this into my skin. I'm first just going to spread it all over my face, and then I'm just going to start patting and massaging, like a combination of those motions. Also going to take it down my neck just to ensure my neck is nice and moisturized too. For foundation, I'm going to be taking MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It's one of those foundations that has been in the market for a long time. I really do, however, wish that they give a pump instead of this. I know you can buy it, but seriously, if you're spending so much, you would want a pump to be already there. So I'm just going to take a little bit first, because we're only going to be applying it to the left side. Now, left side is where I will show you without the steps and how it will look without any steps. Just going to start applying this with the help of my sponge. I'm going to ensure that I only apply it to the half of my face. Now, I do know a lot of people love to use moisturizer as their primer, and to be honest, some days even I do that, but most days I am a primer person. Also going to take it down my neck. So half of my face is done, and we're just going to let it sit and rest and do what it's supposed to do. And on this side, we're going to be doing all of the steps that we can do to ensure our foundation doesn't oxidize, starting with taking a tissue paper and pressing it against your skin to absorb any excess oil. If it can absorb pakoda oil, it can for sure absorb the oil on your face. Now, this will just ensure that if you have any excess oil on the top layer of your skin, then it won't mix in with the foundation and just fasten the process of the reaction. Now, trust me, the foundation will oxidize at one point or the other because your natural oil will keep coming throughout the day, but this will just ensure in delaying the process. The next step is going to be a primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photofinish Radiance primer, one of my favorite primers out there. Such a beautiful primer, and this just adds a very nice glow to your skin as well. So I'm just going to take a little bit because we're only doing one half of our face. I'm going to start working that in. Now, primers just create that barrier between your skin and your makeup, and of course you can use like a DIY thing or even like aloe vera gel if that's what you like for your skin. But I just really like the Photofinish primers by Smashbox, and also NYX has some great options. There are amazing budget options out there as well. I do believe that I have done a top 10 primer last year, and if I have, I will link it for you guys in the bottom bar so you guys can check it out. Now, you want to give this primer a couple of seconds to get absorbed into your skin so that your face is ready for the makeup to be laid on top of. If you go on top of fresh layers, your makeup will slip and slide, so even if it doesn't oxidize, it will not stay on your face. One more round of oil pressing. Now, one thing that I would highly suggest is stealing Starbucks napkins. Their napkins are literally bombdiggity.com. Not even kidding you. They're so good. They're better than most blotting papers you get out there, and they just work. Just cut them up in small squares with single ply, and just cut them up in small squares and keep it in your bag if you're oily, and you can literally use them like blotting paper throughout the day, and they work so good. For most people, especially like me, who do not produce oil on their face, this would do the deal because we don't have oil on our face. But if you are from the oily side of things and you know your skin will secrete oil throughout the day, you might want to look into something like Makeup Blender by PAC. Now what this is that it's a liquid that you're supposed to mix into your cream foundation or any foundation basically, and it's supposed to give some fluidity to the foundation so that it's more easier to blend. But one of the things that it does is that it's an antioxidant, so it will delay the process of oxidization on your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foundation again, I'm going to pour it on the back of my hand, or you can even use a mixing plate, especially if you are an MUA and you are doing it on someone. Please use a mixing plate. But because I couldn't care less about my facial hygiene, I'm doing this, and then I'm going to take these makeup blender drops, and I'm just going to drop one full pump or however much is in a pump into this. Now as I said, this is great even for products that don't have much fluidity to them. If there's something super thick like a Huda Beauty foundation consistency and you want to thin it up so that it's easier to blend out, this is a must-have product because it will just add that sort of body to your foundation. And I'm just mixing it in, and once that is done, I'm just gonna rub off whatever's on my finger, and then taking my sponge again, I'm gonna start working it into my skin. As you can already see, there is a color difference in the foundation, and this hasn't even been sitting on the skin for the longest time, so it's starting to oxidize. I'm just gonna be working this on the other half of my face and also taking it down my neck. Now if you want to be extra precautious, you know what to do. Go back in with your tissue and just remove any excess layer of oil from the foundation. This will take away a little bit of your coverage as well, so keep that in mind because the foundation that transfers will transfer onto the tissue paper. So I'm just ensuring that I go in with a very light hand and remove whatever is excess on my skin, and then I go back in with my sponge and just make sure that I give everything a nice blend. I hope the color difference is visible on the camera. This has started to look more orangey and grey at the same time for some apparent reason, while this one is more yellow toned. And also if you are here for my foundation shade, I am NC30, so that's my foundation shade. I'm just going to wait for 15 to 20 minutes and I'm just going to come back and show you what my foundations look like after 15 to 20 minutes. So it's been over half an hour that I have the foundation on my face. Now again, I hope the camera is picking up because there's a clear line of demarcation on my face. This has definitely grayed on my face a little, while this hasn't. It still has its more yellow quality out there. Of course the difference is very low because my face naturally does not produce oil, but if you're someone who has oilier skin, the difference would be more visible on your skin. Now I'm just going to show you how you can correct it, and for that you would just need a lighter shade of concealer. This is Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I've been really enjoying this concealer and I'm in the shade C5, and all you want to do is take your concealer and apply it on your skin, but drag it down a little so that it sort of covers a lot of area and you can't really see a lot of foundation area. So I'm just going to be covering around my mouth because that's where it has grayed a lot as well. So the foundation will oxidize naturally in the more oilier zones. So even if I'm Sahara Desert dry, my T-zone tends to be oilier than my face, although I do not secrete any sort of oil. It's just weird. But yes, I'm just going to be applying it right here as well, just a little bit. And after that, I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm going to start blending this out. What this will do is it will automatically bring more attention to the center of your face, and no one will even notice that you have a foundation that's oxidizing. So it's super important if you have a foundation that oxidizes on you and you really want to balance it out, just get a concealer and your life will be sorted. Just to match this side of my face, I'm going to quickly apply concealer and blend it out on this side as well, and I'll be back. So now both of my sides look equal and it's time to seal the deal, and for that you want to use a loose powder. Now loose powder would absorb more oil than a traditional compact powder, hence it's great for people who are going to be sweating throughout the day or have to stay outdoors throughout the day. Now I do not set the whole of my face, but for the sake of this video I'm just going to dust a little amount of this all over my face just to show you guys how you can do this. So I'm first just setting the whole of my face, and then I'm just going to take a little bit extra and just pack it under my eyes. I'm not baking, I'm still just setting my face. We are just going to be pushing it in so that our under eyes have that extra layer of protection. Alright, I'm just gonna finish up my face, just do a little bit of makeup so I look a little more alive than what I'm looking like right now. So my makeup is all done, but I have a last tip to give to you guys. What you can do is carry your makeup fixer along with you. Now how this will help is a makeup fixer, because it has cooling effects as well as it's a mist. It lowers down the temperature of your face. It also controls the oils on your face. So if you ever feel like you are secreting a little bit of oil, just give your face a nice spritz and it will take care of your foundation as well. Also, you can carry your tissue paper along with you and just blot wherever you feel is required. And with that, we come to the end of this video. I hope these tips and tricks will help you out in making sure your foundation sits and looks better on your skin. You can of course just do 1 or 2 steps of what I've shown. I just wanted to be a little bit more detailed and give you like a complete breakdown of everything that you can do together to ensure your foundation does not oxidize on your skin. And yes, that's gonna be it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Bye.